gave you this sheet, right? Yeah? Everyone got it?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to, you know how to do the HCF or GCF, right? All right, we went through two methods. We did the tree method for factorizing. We did the table method. I'm going to go back to it in a second. I will give the answer. We did the table method yesterday. Yeah, the ladder method, sorry. The ladder method, remember doing this way? Okay, that was two ways of breaking it up into its prime factors. And then the method was still the same. Now, what I'm going to give you, we actually want today, I want to introduce you to the lowest common multiple thing as well. And the method we're going to use gets both of the questions done at the same time. Lowest common multiple and greatest common factor at the same time. All right? So, so have you written, we're going to use Venn diagrams. Does anyone know what a Venn diagram is? Yeah? Some people do? I don't want to. Let me know. I don't want to. If you know what they are, good. Have you written the objective down, everyone? What? Read it? No? I'm sitting right in front of you and you're blind. Yes. All right. What I'm going to do then, guys, is we are going to do a question. Right? Find the GCF of 15 and 35. What is GCF again? Greatest common factor. Now I'm going to go, just because it's the way I prefer, I'm going to use the tree method again. And I'm going to do it so. 15. Remember how to do the tree methods? Yeah. So we go down, does it divide by 2? Does it divide by 3? Does it divide by 5? Does it divide by 7? The prime factors, yeah? 11. Does it divide by 2? No. Yeah. Does it divide by 3? Yeah. Yeah. So 3 times 5. And they're both primes, so actually I can put circles. Right? They're both primes, so that's it. So actually 15 is 3 times 5. And then going to do 35. And again, does it divide by 2? No. Does it divide by 3? No. Does it divide by 5? Okay. So it's 5 times, and again we've got 2 prime numbers. We don't need to go any further. So this is a nice, easy. Now this is where I'm going to introduce you to the Venn diagrams bit. Right? So this is the new bit. Because I noticed some people were getting a little bit confused with the what do I do now to work out the greatest common factor. So what I'm going to do is this. Hopefully, if you know what Venn diagrams are, Venn diagrams are overlapping circles like this to group. So that's a Venn diagram. Now, one of those circles is going to represent the number 15, and the other circle is going to represent the number 35. This is the top.
Like the.
So just right from here. That's the trouble with going out, you see. So I'm just saying, just go from this and then we can fill it out off. And it's on video, so you can always go back and fill in your notes if you need to. Do you already know how to do it? Go for it. So, in the Venn diagram, in this circle that represents the, you don't have to use highlighters, but maybe you want to, that's up to you, you don't have to. In this circle, I've got to put all the numbers, the factors of 15. In this circle, I'm going to put the factors of 35. And in the middle are the numbers that are factors of both. So, which numbers are factors of both? Okay? 5. Now, this is where people were getting a little bit confused. There's a 5 in both of those diagrams. So I'm going to put a 5 in the middle because 5 is now in both groups. I don't need to put 2 5s. By overlapping my circles, I basically said 5 is in both groups. All right, make sense? So I can cross out my 5s now, if I like. Now, what do you think happens to the 3? The 3 goes in the 15 in this side, because 3 times 5 makes the 15. Where does the 7 go? In the 35 in that case. All right. Now, what we've got to do is we need to interpret this result. So, the greatest common factor of 15 and 35 is 5. It's the one in the middle. Because the word common, C for common, means in both groups, so it makes sense. Now, this is where the slightly new bit, but some of you get it. Do you know what LCM is? Have you know it? Lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple. Now, do you all know what a multiple is? It's just came. You all know what multiple is? Could you explain a multiple, Nasta? To give me an example. No. Because a factor of 35 is 7.
Multiple of 7 is 35.
A multiple of 7 is 35. There you go. All right? Does that make sense? So let me maybe write that down. 7 is a factor, right, of 35. 35 is a multiple of 7. Basically, if a number is a multiple, it's in that times table. So 35 is in the 7 times table. It's 5 times 7. All right, so that's multiple, sounds like multiply. So 35 is a multiple of 7 because it's 5 lots of 7. So how do I find the lowest common multiple from this method? Well, it's a number that both 15 and 35 have in their times tables. Yeah? So what could that be? Well, what's the 15 times table? 15 and then 30 and then 45 and then 60, 75, 90, 100. Let's stop there. What are the multiples of 35? 70, 105, 100 and
105.
40, 100 and 75, and so on, yeah? So what we're looking for, the lowest common multiple, is the one that appears in both lists first. So 105, look, appears in both lists. So that would be one way to do it, but actually the Venn diagram can do it for us as well. Okay? So using the Venn diagram, and now I'm just going to do it, and let's see if you can spot what I did. It's 3 times 5 times 7 equals 105. Do you all spot what I did? What did I do, Abby? Yeah. Yeah. So the highest common factor is just what's in the middle, but the lowest common multiple is all of them that are left multiplied together. Does that make sense? There's a lot to it, I do know. Now, if you prefer to list the multiples to find the lowest common multiple, up to you. All right, so I'm recording. So we are going to find the GCF and LCM of 42 and 90. Oh, battery running low. It's like me. So what's the first step? No? Well, we can't do a Venn diagram. So in the tree, let's do the tree for 42 first. So first off, does it divide by 2? 2 times 21. 2's that. 21 is 7 times 3 times 7. Both of those are prime numbers, so there we go. Okay? So I've got 42 is 2 times 3 times 7. 90 then. Tree diagram. Does it divide by 2? 2 times 45. Does 45 divide by 2? Does it divide by 3? It does. 3 times 15, yeah. 3 times 15. Does 15 divide by 3? 3 times 5. Okay, both of those are prime numbers. We've got to 5, and we're done. Are you kind of preferring the tree method to the lab diagram? Me too. I'm kind of a tree method. So I'm now going to write that's 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. You notice how I'm not putting it in exponent form? Because actually I don't want it in exponent form. I want to see them all separately. Okay. Is everyone okay with that at the moment? Just the breaking it into factors. Yeah. We practice that quite a bit. Now what we need to do is what's it called? A Venn diagram. So I'll come back up in a sec. Let me just draw my circles. I'm going to do it bigger this time. Circle, circle. This one is going to be, what was it, 40? What ones?
22.
22. You think? Has everyone got what they need from here? Do you remind me what 90 was, yeah? 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. Okay. Now I've just put it like that, so it's all in one place. So I'm going to put the numbers for 42 in the 42 circle. But I need to put anything that's in both lists in the middle. So, go for it. So there's a 2 there and a 2 there. So I'm going to put how many 2s? just one of them. They're both gone. And there's also a 3 as well. So I'm going to put 3 because there's also a 3 there. Those two are gone. That one's still there. All right. What do I do with the 7? Here. What do I do with the 3 times 5? Okay. All right. Who can tell me then what the GCF of 42 and 90 is? It's not 3. It's not 5. It's not 7. It's not 2. Good job we did this one. Okay.
4, 6.
6. Because you multiply them. So 2 times 3, which makes 6. So if there's more than one number in the gap, you multiply it. What's the lowest common multiple of 42 and 90? How do we do that? You're not supposed to be doing this, you're supposed to do your own thing. Anyone that's following me know how to get the lowest common multiple then? I would like someone, you've been answering lots. Is there anyone else that could jump in? Mia, could you jump in? Do you know how to find the lowest common multiple from this information? Times 3. That's the greatest common factor. What's the lowest common multiple? That is part of it. Austin? I'm going to start just because it makes it easier. It's 7 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. All of them. Big number, right? Do that on your calculator for me. What do you get? Okay.
I wrote down.
Right, you did it in your head, that's good. 630. So if I were to write the multiples of 42 and 90 in a list, it'd be 42, then it would be 84, then it would be 126, then it would be 168, and so on. 90 would be 90, 180, 270, 360, and so on. The first number that would appear in both lists would be 630 would appear in both lists, but we've done it without having to write them all down. Okay. So maybe to add to our notes, 2 times 3 is just the middle, but this is all the numbers multiplied together.